now with the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Marshawn Lynch, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Get down! 180!
Carr to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
On first down, Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw on second down is Keenum. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, let's go.
First carry for Royce Freeman. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Let's go. Down. Harry left.
Keenum on third down. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This is Freeman on first and 10. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mario Edwards able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, here's Keenum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
All right, try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive with edge, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
22.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
On 53. On 53.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
29.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add on to their lead. The lefty to Vecchio now to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. To Vecchio now to kick this one away. And coming out now, the Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a...
Let's go.
On second down, Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off.
734.
On play action, it's Carr rolling to his left. Over the middle, it's James. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is incomplete. It was Darian Stewart that time who was able to knock the pass away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
6-18.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Keenum. Got some room at the 30. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tahir Whitehead in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Third and long. It's Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On play action, now Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. On first down, Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Keenum now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
On is the punter King to send it away. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some space here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Giorgio Tavecchio now for the Raider field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an effort trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Keenum. And down he goes, brought down a Raider first sack. Bruce Irvin able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. The final shot before the break. Keenum. Left side here to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hey, orange! Orange! 22! Okay.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
On 1st down, it's Keenum. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Khalil Mack in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, orange!
From the 50, it's Keenum. Wide open receiver complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. Here's Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook. And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to be a quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Go. Get set.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting
and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is taken at about the 14. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one go. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Hey, yo, it's yo.
A 2nd down carry for Booker. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Keenum on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guy. But for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect. Their passer, but when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Keenum will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Keenum on third down. And he's got Hireman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Keenum now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And he slings one that's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense. Give the ball back for your offense and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Very left.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch 10. 22.
Keenum again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. First catch there for Thomas. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Down. 22.
Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go. 53.
Keenum now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw on second down is Keenum. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his...
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll try and run with Booker. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Oh, partner, that play brought back it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him through. It's the first touchdown pass as a Bronco for Case Keenum.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3rd down, it's Dylan Martin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Keenum. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw, it's Keenum. And the Raiders have got him. Bruce Irvin in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Down. 22. 22. Orange. Very left. Cut.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Keenum, got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. Broken tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Express!
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go. 6:37.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The kick by Tavecchio is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to first and goal. Following the penalty, Martin. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On first down, Keenum. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
We got 4. We got 4. 22. 22. Right there.
On second down, here's Keenum. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
Hey, Young,
Keenum now on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. One last throw for Keenum. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Raiders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.
You